Hey guys, it's Phantom, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Volume 3, and it follows Peter Quill trying to defend the universe on a mission that could mean the end of the Guardians if not successful. So I just got back from this film. I watched it a few hours ago. I had a good time going out and watched this movie. I was so excited because Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favorite MCU movies. The second one is pretty good, but the first one has a special place in my being, and seeing them for the last time, because this is their last movie altogether, which is sad to see, but I believe that their send-off was extremely well done. James Gunn, who's the director, he also wrote it. He did a fantastic job behind the camera. He has directed some of my favorite superhero material, from obviously Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad, which is my favorite DCE movie, as well as Peacemaker. So seeing him direct this one for the last time is fantastic, because he makes pretty damn entertaining superhero films, and this is no exception. This film is incredible, and I know because it's MCU, it's obviously going to be incredible, even though the last ones haven't been that good, but they're still enjoyable. But I'm so glad that we get an amazing MCU film. This is probably the best MCU film since Spider-Man, but I believe that this is a bit better than Spider-Man. I think that the closest thing, film that was amazing as this is probably Shang-Chi or Endgame. I love the entire cast, from Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper. Everybody is fantastic. I love seeing these guys together. They play off each other so well. Their comedic timing is perfect, and they all bring their own thing to the group. And yet again, they pull it off. They are fantastic. I love all of them. We get to see more of Mantis and Nebula, which is fantastic. They are such great characters. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the High Evolutionary, who is the main villain, is fantastic. I don't know, like, after the production of the film, because he must have a sore throat. He puts his all into his role. He is fantastic. He is this menacing being who tortures everything to get everything his way. He wants society to be perfect. He wants to create his own society, and he does it in a way that can put people off. It is very disturbing. It's very dark. He is trying to be Thanos, even though Thanos has a more compelling reason. But he fantastic. I thought that Adam Warlock would have a bigger role, because he was teased at the end of the second movie, but he didn't really have that big of a role, which I thought that he would. But to be honest with you, with the material that he had, he did his thing, and he is the main reason the movie goes forward. You have to watch it to understand. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to talk about anything that is to the plot. I'm just going to talk about how great this movie is. But I thought that he was going to have a more bigger role, but for what he did in the story, it was good. I did appreciate that. The action sequences as well, fantastic. The visuals are amazing. Of course, it's from James Gunn. He always brings amazing visuals. This is easily the best looking MCU movie probably since Spider-Man. The visuals, the CGI, its cinematography, amazing. There is this one action sequence in the hallway where all of the characters fight. It's just visually stunning to look at, and it is amazing. I was in awe. The soundtrack as well. The first movie, the soundtrack is probably my favorite soundtrack in any movie ever. But you know, James Gunn loves to bring 80s music and puts him and makes it fit into the movie so well, and he does it again. The soundtrack is amazing. I'm definitely going to be revisiting it all the time because fantastic. Yes, I do have some minor nitty gritty stuff. Being 2.5 hours, it doesn't drag at all. The pacing is really great. I feel like there's some things that they cut out that would have probably made it more fluent. A few scenes are a bit choppy. Like there's one moment and then it suddenly moves to a different moment without it flowing that much, which is kind of annoying, but if you're not really looking for that, then it won't bother you at all. And also, I think that the tonal switches happen too frequently. Like, there's darker moments, and then, like, a few seconds after that, it's the funniest thing you ever heard. And I feel like if they made it a bit more separated, then it would have been better. But, you know, this movie is fantastic. The backstory of Rocket, you get to see that. That's the only thing I'm going to talk about, is heartbreaking. I love Rocket. He is easily my favorite character, and seeing his backstory was devastating. It is heartbreaking and very, very emotional. This is easily the darkest MCU movie. If you get emotional easily, bring some tissues because you probably will shed a tear. There is 2 post-credit scenes. They should stay back for they're quite important for the story. And I am very glad how the movie ended. The perfect send-off. I praise James Gunn for pleasing the fans because this is a crowd pleaser in my opinion, and the way he sent it off is fantastic. Yep, that was my review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What were your thoughts? I hope to see what they do next in future projects. And yeah, have a good one.